All right. We're live.
Are we?
Yes, I think so.
I think I got the notification.
Everybody can see my little hand motions now.
I know, right? What's up, chat?
Right. Yep. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to see us on a Sunday or Saturday. Wow.
Well, it's on
afternoon, and we have a special guest today. And I should have asked you how you say your Twitter handle, but Diana, she's here. Is it MissDeusGeek? Yeah.
Deus.
Deus, like Deus Ex?
Like
Yeah.
Deus Ex, yeah.
Okay. I should have went with that. I should have went with my first.
That's
first
okay.
line.
You got my first name right. So that's all
Right?
good.
But yeah, so we're live today. If you guys haven't noticed, we're on the camera. So that's something that our wonderful and talented Miss Delilah got set up for us.
Yes.
So she's always, if y'all didn't know, she's always producing our videos. So kudos to Delilah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
It's no problem, though. You already know. It's no problem.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and start with our intros. So typically what we do, since we have a guest, we'll let them go first. So Diana, we're just going to say, did you just introduce yourself and say what you've been playing, if you've been playing anything?
Sure. I'm Diana, or MissDeusGeek. I haven't played anything of late. I think the last thing I attempted playing was Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition,
Okay.
which was entertaining.
Yeah. Did you start
nothing
with the
since.
first one?
I did. I played for like an hour and then gave
Okay.
up.
Yeah. Why
Dang.
give up? What
Yeah.
happened?
It's too slow for me.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, that hurt.
I know.
That hurt.
I know.
And people get some
Like,
time.
hate me
Hurt.
about it.
Yo,
That hurt.
same. I started with 2 and I'm like,
Oh my god, that hurt my heart.
yeah.
I'm
Alright.
sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I had to say it.
Yeah.
I'll just cry in the corner. It's okay.
I agree. Y'all on that nostalgia drug. That's it. All
It's a
right.
hell of a drug.
Oh,
It is.
gosh.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right. We keep going. Miss CHAREECE, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition, and it is awesome.
The opposite side of the
I knew she
spectrum right
was gonna
here.
do that.
She
I'm
sounded
like,
so
what was that?
salty. The salt.
Yes, the salt is like in there. It's too late. It's too late. Yes, I started off with the first game, and I just beat the first major world. But yes, I've been playing that. I've been playing. Oh, I did the demo for Scarlet Nexus, and basically Genshin Impact. So that's my 3 top games. Oh, and Destiny, but that's a given.
So what's Scarlet Nexus?
Oh, it's like the
RPG?
new, yeah,
Go ahead.
RPG.
That was. I'm
Anime.
playing that too. So go ahead.
Just bright, flashy, drugs on a stick. It is
Oh, wow.
like awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's so
love
good.
it.
I pre-ordered it right after I finished playing the demo. Sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Same.
It's that good, huh?
Is that good, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
What's it
Yes.
called again?
Hey, CHAREECE, did you play?
Nexus.
Did you play the boy and the girl? I mean, did you play the?
No,
the
I just played the girl. I'm going
play the
to
guy
the
one.
boy.
It's different
Play-
stage, different moveset, different team.
Okay, cool.
It's
'Cause
so
that's what I
good.
thought.
I
So,
played
yeah,
it
I
again
played-
this morning. I was like,
Okay.
I never went back and played the demo after I beat the demo. And like, I'm gonna go play the demo again.
Oh,
Like,
and
wow,
plus,
you
if you
can
play
get
the demo,
out.
you get stuff for the actual game. too.
yes,
What?
yes. Mm-hmm.
And what's it called again?
Scarlet Nexus, made by
And it's
Namco
short, too.
Bandai.
You have to put
Yeah.
that in the chat.
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
yeah. Go ahead and put it. Go ahead and put it, CHAREECE.
I think that's my new game right there. We're gonna be playing out.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Oh man,
For
it's serious
sure,
out here,
for sure.
right?
It's good.
Wow.
We're using mind powers and we're throwing stuff we're picking up cars and throwing them at monsters.
It's good,
nice.
man.
Yes.
And they got like little mini games for when you pick up a big huge item,
Mhm.
and you can like do mini game to like hit the enemy harder and stuff. It's good. The combat is so addicting.
Okay.
It's
Well,
like
do
real
I
time
like-
action. I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say,
Okay,
you could go-
I might as
I
well
was gonna say,
segue.
you could- yeah, might as well.
All right, bet. So
Can't
for
introduce
me,
yourself.
yeah, y'all know who this is. Delilah_HD on Twitter or whatever, and right here on GWG. But okay, I'm playing Scarlet Nexus as well, and it is so
Okay.
dope.
Yo, she's like a
It
Scarlet.
is dope though.
It is.
Like,
It's
it-
dope.
yeah.
Like so, I went into the game like I saw the trailer last E3 because it was on. They had it in Microsoft's presentation, and it was dope. I was like, okay, that looks cool. And I haven't heard anything. I got too hype about it, but I know Namco Bandai. What is it? Namco? How you say it? Namco Bandai. Namco Bandai. Yeah, they make all the Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Symphonia. They make all the Tales series and a bunch of other games like the Dragon Ball Z games and stuff. And so I figure, okay, let me check this out because RPG, action RPG. And when I heard that the gameplay was real time combat, I was like, okay, well, sorry, I was like, well, shoot, let me check this out. And so I tried playing it. Like when you start the demo, you could choose between like a character A, character B, but one's male and one's female. So you select the dude or whatever. I don't know how I'm trying to be, gender appropriate, but at the same time, like, but it's like he has a completely different set of moves, and he has a different weapon that he uses. And so, at first, like the controls, it was a little bit of a learning curve. But once you get past that, it's like, man, you start ripping through enemies like butter, like a hot knife through butter. And it's super it's addicting, like to the point where you try new stuff to be able to just see how and they got finishers and stuff, so you can do it's almost like they built summons into it, like the Final Fantasy thing where you can call something to help you, and you have a team with you, and so your team help you in combat. It's dope. It's dope.
So that sound like Final Fantasy though.
In a way, I would say yes.
Which one though?
Combine your powers.
The newer set, like the live fighting. It's not turn based, but
okay.
they have it's crazy because they throw these turn based things in there. That's still cool. It still feels like you're doing everything in real time. It's so good.
Maybe it's inspired by Final Fantasy.
I don't know. I like the combat system. It's addicting. It's like I want to fight. You know what I mean? Like every time I see something, I want to fight it.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So
Right.
We might have to check it out.
yeah.
What else? Have you been playing anything else, Dylan?
Destiny. Thanks to LBOOGIE and friends.
Right. We even got her into some Iron Banana.
Ugh.
She played today. We were on a winning streak, right? We were winning.
Yeah, we was doing it. Now we lost one game out of what, 4? We lost one game.
Mine said we had a 5-game winning streak when I got
Okay,
off.
bet. So yeah, we okay. All right. Well,
Right?
yeah. We had like a 5. Yeah. Okay. So Destiny. What else? And Aerial Knights Never Yield. I almost got all the achievements in that game. I love runners, so it definitely appealed to me. The music in that game is fantastic. The game, as far as the gameplay and stuff, is very simple. You can really just kind of play it with one hand because all the moveset is on the D-pad. But it's cool.
Okay.
It's and you still have to kind of get your timing right with your jumps and stuff. But it's a fun game, so I think it's something that Aerial Knight can expand on. Very, very fun game. And I got 2 achievements left to get in it.
Okay. Now I was just gonna say, for those that don't know, it's an indie game, right? And it's made by a developer most people probably know on Twitter that are in the same circles as us. What was his name again? Do you remember?
Aerial Knight.
Yeah. Okay.
Aerial Knight.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I thought it was that, but then I'm like, too obvious.
I think on Twitter it's Aerial Knight.
His name on Twitter. That
I
is
know.
Aerial Knight. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, that's way too obvious.
He put his actual name in there, but his handle is Aerial_Knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, lady? What have you been playing besides Call of Duty?
Besides Call of Duty, I got you. I've been playing Shaolin versus Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a indie fighting game that mixes fictional 70s characters with martial art moves, and I'm really enjoying it. I got it for $13.99 at the Xbox store, so
Okay.
I was like, you know what? Let me try it out. It's just simple buttons, but when you put them together, they have great combinations, and I'm enjoying that. And really, I think I played a sprinkle of Destiny today. It was fun.
Sprinkle.
We got everybody on there today except for CHAREECE, but
Oh, well, I mean, CHAREECE on that other game. I mean, she's not gonna have no time for Destiny.
Right?
She's not gonna have no time.
That other game. You hear
I
that?
have to make time for Destiny. Maybe after the show, I can hop on.
Oh, after the show.
Oh,
Okay.
after
right.
the
All right.
Ooh, after the show.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see about that. I think
What
what else? I played some Resident Evil Village. I beat that game on standard and not casual. So I was like, oh my god, that boss battle was like one of the worst boss battles because I was so underprepared.
Is it against the lady, the tall woman?
It's against no, that's not the last boss battle.
Do you fight her in the game?
Yes, she's the first one you fight, which I think.
Oh man,
that seems
yeah,
right.
Because all the marketing is behind her.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, I see like all the marketing that goes to her. Right. I'm assuming she's gonna be towards the later half of the game, but she was the very first house, and then
spoiler alert for everybody listening.
Right.
Speaking of which, go ahead, go ahead, lady, go ahead. Look, Twitter and internet will mess up anything you like. Anything you like. I don't care if it's a basketball game, a recipe, a dress. I don't care what it is. The internet will be ready to like ruin it. At least I'm telling you how I feel about it. Yeah, that's true. That's so very true.
I really enjoyed it. Like my mistake was like I didn't explore as much as I did. Then I wouldn't have been so underprepared because when I got to the last house and the final boss, all the shots counted. I was scrounging for bullets.
Yeah.
I bought all the bullets. I had all the money and all the weapons, but I had not a single bullet.
Was it like when we did Wolfenstein?
Exactly.
They starved you for ammo? You ammo starved?
The enemies were like sponges, a little bit lightweight. Wow. But I enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed the story. I love somebody gonna win some awards based on art alone. I personally think that it's a Game of the Year contender.
What? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. I got my money's worth.
And she's not even a scary game player, you know?
Right. Yeah, I know. Okay.
So,
I'm saying it like I'm gonna play the game.
right.
Nah, but you can
maybe I'll pick it up.
Nah, they got it.
That's not happening.
They got it on easy mode. You can play it casual mode, easier.
Okay.
This
right. What does that entail?
Right.
Does
that take out the jumps?
Yeah.
They gonna give you
Am
more.
I scared less? That's what I need to know.
No, you gonna get more ammo, most likely.
Okay.
But that's all I've been playing.
Well, for me, LBOOGIE, y'all know who I am. I'm the host today, but Lady forgot a game. We played Rainbow Six yesterday.
Oh man!
I mean, like, man. She don't remember playing with me, apparently.
Okay, this what happened, right? I had a long day.
This what happened, right?
I had a long day yesterday. I was on fumes and coffee last night playing Rainbow Six.
She was on it though. She streamed for what, like 4 hours?
I was like, but as soon as I clicked stop stream, I was exhausted.
All right, well,
but we had fun. I think we should be playing more often. I'm gonna try to make it like a weekend thing or a Friday thing. But I just love.
Isn't it crazy how long Rainbow Six has been around? Because remember when it first came out, I remember going to E3 and playing it and being like, it was a totally different game than what came out too, than what we played at E3 when it first showed. And then when it came out, it had so many issues. And I mean, they came right back. And that game has been 6 seasons now?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And they did so many upgrades. And the thing I like about Rainbow, they constantly
improving.
Right. Because the first time it came out, it was bare bones. I'm gonna be honest, it was straight bare bones.
Yeah.
And now when we was playing yesterday, it was so polished. The point system was so streamless on the side of the menu. I mean, on the side of the HUD, and I was like, yo, they kind of make me want to go back and play it some more. So
I think what I really enjoy about it is how tactical you can be in that game. You know, like it's not just we're just running at each other, shooting each other. You know, like Call of Duty, but you could be real tactical with it. So I enjoy that game. And then for me, a bunch of Destiny, but let's get into the interview. You know, so we can get onto the topics and whatnot. So, like I said, we have Diana here, and she's from Australia, for those of you guys who haven't picked up on the accent. But if you don't mind telling everybody...
Do I have an accent?
Just a little one, you know?
Oh, okay.
But
most people tell me I don't.
Really?
Yeah, people tell me I don't have any accent. Like, I'm originally from Malaysia, and they're like, oh, you don't even have a Malaysian accent.
Well, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I don't know. Delilah, you're muted now.
There we go.
Yeah. There
Sorry.
we go. No problem. I could like tell. Now.
Yeah, I was saying that, like, yeah, American, you're gonna notice it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I guess, people are like, oh, you have an accent. And I'm like, no, not at all. But great. So if you don't mind just letting everybody know a little bit about yourself and what you do in the gaming space.
Sure. I'm pretty much just your average noob. I'm really bad at video games. I'm so bad, but I think that's what makes it fun for me. I just like seeing myself die lots, and I think a lot of people enjoy that when I'm streaming because they just cannot ever imagine someone being so bad at a game.
Well, I think it's
Wow.
probably you're having fun,
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, I have fun, and I think that's the most important thing. So yeah, I play games badly, and I do it because I love the community. I'm obviously part of the Xbox community, and I do a lot of work with Xbox ambassadors and the Xbox MVPs. And I do it because, I genuinely love Xbox and what they're doing for bringing people together and making sure that games are accessible to everyone.
Right.
And that's kind of inspired me to work in, diversity and trying to promote more inclusivity in games, which obviously has led to Women of Xbox, which is, just a fan community of us lovely ladies just wanting to have fun and get to know each other, kind of like what you guys are doing on your podcast as well, just bringing people together and trying to show that, women play games too.
Right.
And I just do a lot to just try and ensure that everyone's having a good time and everyone's happy, and we're coming together as friends, and that's the most important thing to me.
Yeah.
And I guess that's me in a nutshell. I mean, everything else that I do is just work. I
Okay.
work too much.
Don't we all?
Right. That's good though. It's a good
Yeah,
problem to
it's good.
have, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So what got you into gaming? Like, was it friends, family, and about when did you start?
So I grew up in a household with 4 uncles who were unmarried at the time. So they
4
pretty much
uncles?
raised me playing games like Mortal Kombat. I was way too young to play Mortal Kombat, but I played it anyway. And
Most of us were too,
yeah. So yeah, I watched them play a lot of games, like the OG Doom. We played it. I grew up in Malaysia. Games were all knockoffs, so I don't know if they actually came out for that platform or if that was just a bootlegged version.
Right.
But we played games like the arcade House of the Dead game
Wow.
on PC.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So-
that's nice.
Yeah, so it was really good growing up in that environment, which I think shaped a lot of who I am today, because I'm not your typical girly girl. I just love my games, my comic books, my pop culture.
Well, look, you in the
Anything-
right place
Right?
because
Yeah,
we're all the same.
Exactly.
We like
I
our
actually took
shooters and fighters and stuff. So yeah, sorry. go
And
ahead.
oh god, I love Mortal Kombat now. Like, I love the movie that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime anyone talks to me about fighting games or fighting movies, I'm there. So yeah, I attribute that to my uncles. And then I actually interestingly took a break for a while because, again, Malaysia is in Asia, and Asia is all about, study first. Everything else is not as important. It's not going to get you anywhere.
Right.
I like to laugh at that now because I literally work in anime and play games for a living.
Right.
So yeah, I took a long break, and then funnily enough, it's a really funny story that I like to tell. How I got into gaming as I do now is through my partner, because he used to stream for Xbox in New Zealand. We lived in New Zealand prior to moving to Australia, and he would stream on a really tight schedule. And so when we were dating, I would have to wait for him to finish before we could go out. And I remember this one incident where he was doing a raid on Destiny, and I was like, okay, fine, it's not gonna last very long, right? And he was like, yeah, I'll finish soon. So I sat there and I was just like, yep, wow. I know, I can see like all your faces.
Yeah, like
I sat there for so long and I was like, when is this gonna finish? We were supposed to go out for dinner. I'm gonna just order food now.
Right? That was great of you though.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, see, that was the turning point, because I was like, I literally sit here so often watching you play games. Mm-hmm. Why am I sitting here watching you when I can join you? And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm writing a blog about movie reviews and anime and all that. Why am I not doing gaming? It just seems like such a missed opportunity.
Right.
So
yeah. Wow.
Just watching him, I was like, you know what? If you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah.
So that's how this all happened.
I'm curious, how long did it take though? Like, how long did the raid take?
Oh god, it was so long ago now. I can't remember. It was long enough for me to get impatient.
Like 5 hours later, you know?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that long. It was
okay.
It was definitely under an hour, I would say. But it was long enough where I was like, dude, I dressed up for you.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here.
Yeah.
But,
I want to know how he thought that he was going to be done with the raid, though.
I didn't know anything about Destiny prior to that. I had no clue. For me, before meeting him, games were just single player games. I'd never dived into multiplayer games, so I had no idea about how long games can take.
Yeah, they take about an afternoon.
Yeah,
you know, and so it was really him and his streaming and all his community that made me realize just how amazing the games community is and just how open-minded they are. It really is because of them that I started streaming. I just wanted to get to know new people and get to, you know, make new friends. And if not for him and his raids and his streaming and all that, I wouldn't be where I am today. Pretty much. I never realized that, you know, outside of my own circle, there were these groups of amazing people. And this is people from all over the world, all different backgrounds, speaking different languages, but we all come together for games.
Right. Yeah, I think that we're like, you know, when we were younger, we probably never thought this would be possible, right? Like, if you didn't have girls in your immediate, like, school area that played games, and you were just like, I'm the girl that plays games.
Right. You was that token.
Yes.
Yeah.
There weren't like a bunch of us. I mean, I'm 36 and I've met all these ladies about like 5 years ago. And I remember just being like, dude, my life has changed forever. Like knowing that there's like a bunch of other women that play games and enjoy it. And it's not like taboo.
Yeah, and then also I think the same type of games too, because you're right. We play pretty much hardcore, like fighters, shooters, like everything. You know, some people, like I know a lot of ladies that play like a bunch of mobile games or you're Bejeweled, and nothing wrong against that. Nothing, you know, negative against that at all. But I'm talking about like hardcore, like follow the news and know the publishers, know the developers, know what's going on in the industry. Like it's hard to find people with that same interest, like in real life. So when you like find a group of people like, you know, GWG, it's like it's special. It's special. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
No.
All right. So I wanted to ask, what like motivates you to work towards more diversity in the gaming space? I mean, I'm pretty sure I know why, but you know, if you want to elaborate on that.
Yeah. So I think it was back in New Zealand, I worked casually as almost like a teacher of sorts, teaching young kids how to, you know, play games collaboratively, how to stream, because every kid wants to just be the next ninja now. So it was it was almost like one of those after school programs where kids would just come hang out, and I would teach them how to do basic things on the computer or on the Xbox. And then they'll ask me to teach them how to stream, because a lot of them knew and found out that I was a streamer as well. And the thing that really turned on that spark to do more in diversity is when I saw that there were a lot of boys who would come. And one day this mom came in with her son to sign him up, and she had her daughter as well. And the son was like, oh yeah, this is really cool, I'm gonna run off and go and play on the Xbox. And the mom turned to the daughter and was like, oh, would you like to join as well? I'll sign you up. And she just looked around and saw all boys, and my heart just broke for her when she was like, no, it's okay.
Aww.
And I was just like,
Yeah.
but I'm here.
Right.
And that really affected me, because it was like, what can I do to help change that mindset? And so that really helped me realize that there's this gap in what we're doing to try and bring that inclusive space in gaming. And obviously I do a lot with Xbox, so I started seeing what they were doing, and you know, the whole promotion of gaming for everyone and trying to make spaces more inclusive and games more accessible. That really helped me just realize what I can do. And so I started looking at different areas where I can work with brands or people to host like girls playing games on a particular day at that after school program center, bringing girls together. I used to run like a women in games meetup, so anyone who played games who wanted to come and hang out with other girls, they could just come and hang out, have a few, you know, drinks, food, have some laughs while playing games. And then now with Women of Xbox, it's more a case of just, like I said earlier, bringing people together, making sure that, you know, every gamer out there knows that games are for everyone, and women play games too. And sometimes they can be better than boys. I said it. I said it.
Hey, shoot, lady proves that every week. Shoot, she playing Call of Duty and
Yeah,
posting the clips. Hey.
I put a little razzle dazzle. I'm not the best. I know I'm not the best, but I know that there are ladies out there that really can crack some heads when it comes to Call of Duty. I know that for a fact.
And you see them, like, girls are getting into esports now. Girls are out there, you know, being hosts, being I don't know, there's like some of the top streamers are even women out there.
Right.
So you know, hats off to them. And I think my sister just gave birth to our first niece, like the first grandchild in the family. And I was like, okay, this is now my time. I got to make sure that the space is inclusive for her, because she's going to grow up, and I want her to be able to do whatever she wants to do with no barriers. So I think that's the recent spark that's been like, I gotta go all out now. It's for her and my future kids and all our kids in the future. So yeah, I think that's what drives me currently.
Yeah, I think it's probably the same for all of us. I mean, you know, your stories, I didn't know, you know, that you were, you know, helping children and stuff like that. I think that that's awesome, you know, but I could definitely see that, you know, you see them come in and you're just like, you know, I have a now 11-year-old, and I mean, she'll get tired of playing games because she plays Fortnite and stuff like that, but she'll have these lulls where she doesn't want to play because the boys are being mean, you know, and there's not enough girls around, you know, so it'd be nice to, you know, to get more girls, you know, involved. For me right now, one of the hardest things is that because of her age group, a lot of you're not able to make Discord for kids her age, you know.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to find a platform where kids can be on there, because most companies shy away from allowing kids there in general, you know, for legal
or they
reasons.
only have Minecraft, because I know that's I could have suggested something to you, but it's mostly Minecraft focused, so it's
and that's what I basically found out. There was mainly Minecraft focused. Other than that, it's like you're not supposed to be here type of thing, you know. So we'll get there though. All right, so for those of you who don't know, Diana has like 3 communities, I think it is,
Right.
that she keeps track of. She does unboxing videos. She goes to release parties and all that stuff. I don't know how you keep everything straight, but that was my next question: is how do you do it? How do you do the things you do?
I don't even know how to answer that because I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's passion, I guess, would be it, because I just love what I do so much that I'll just do it. I don't really think about, I don't even think if I have the energy or not. I just do it. Sometimes it's like I'm on autopilot and I just go and do what I need to do just to get it done. But I think it's definitely passion, and it's the community itself. I think at the end of the day, it's what drives me to ensure I'm doing the best for them. And I want to make all these spaces a place for them to feel safe and welcome. So I go, I guess, not out of my way, because I genuinely enjoy doing it, but I will stay up and, do whatever it takes to make sure that these spaces are safe and welcoming for people, and that everyone in the community is happy. And I guess I have to thank my partner as well, because he helps me run one of those communities. And if he did not help me, I don't think I would survive. So I attribute a lot of it to the community themselves. I think it's so important to make sure that they're happy and that they feel comfortable. And as someone who's running the community, it's your role and your job to make sure that it's thriving. So I just think about it that way, and it just keeps me going.
Yeah, I think that's like a testament to women in general, because I feel like so many of us, that's like our mantra, right? That we just do what needs to get done because it needs to get done. So, all right.
Yeah, I'd say, it'd be interesting to get a guy on and be like, so how do you do it?
Right.
What drives you?
Well, see, not a lot of people run in 3 communities, so that was the biggest. That's the crux of the question. It's like 3 of them. Like, I know, understanding, because like we have our own Discord, and we of course we do the podcast, but it's just this. It's not like, a bunch of other things. So that's.
I also have this tendency to just bring on too much work for myself, because now I'm thinking of bringing on a 4th community.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Man, that's cool though.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is finding the right people to help as well. I mean, I come in with all the ideas, and I come out with, let's do this, let's do that, and then I find people who share in those ideas and that vision, and I let them do what they want to do within the community as well. So it's their community as well. It's not just mine, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So do you feel like your communities are like on? I mean, because the way you worded that, do you feel like your community is on autopilot? Like you kind of got them set up, and then they kind of run themselves?
Some of them, yes. Some of them, no. I think it's all about regular checking in and making sure that everyone's, comfortable and everyone's happy with each other, and there's no conflicts or anything like that. Because when you do have communities, oftentimes you do find some people might clash. And so it's really important to, like, I'm on autopilot. That's just how I work. But I'm very conscious of not having the communities go on autopilot, and making sure that, there are regular check-ins, and like having a community manager. Like we've just recently got on a community manager for Women of Xbox, and she helps run the Discord. So I know I can sort of delegate to her to make sure it's all good. And then I just look after the Twitters, and now with the next community, I'll be finding, a partner to work with to make sure that I'm not spreading myself too thin.
Yeah.
That
was my next question. Yeah. I mean, like, that was my next question, was that, like, how big was your team? But you kind of answered that. So
it's not too big. It's usually just me. And so, for example, like with Attack on Geek, which is like my main pop culture brand, it's myself and my partner. With Women of Xbox, it's myself and the community manager. So I guess it's usually a team of 2. But I'd love to expand.
Cool.
I just need to find the right people who I know are going to look after the community, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for others, and I don't want to find someone who's just doing it for themselves, who's just wanting to kind of come in and then I mean, as a streamer, it's always that problem of, are you going to find someone who's just going to come in for the short term and then leave, or are you going to find someone? Yeah. So it's really important I find the right people who have that same mentality and vision. Yeah.
I feel you on that.
It's so important, I guess, right? Like, I mean, you don't want to have someone come in and then disrupt the vibes and the flow and the zenness.
Yeah, you just gotta have to make sure you put thorough checks on everybody that you're trying to collaborate with, so things like that doesn't happen. I swear we gelling like those insoles on the feet. It's very you gotta also you have to be transparent as well, and it's not an easy task, but when you get the right people on your team, it's just magic. It's straight magic.
Yeah.
And I mean, I talked about it on Twitter, I think the other day. Some of these communities, they're like allowing such toxicity to thrive within their community just to have the numbers, and it's crazy. I mean, CHAREECE and I are a part, or all of us, I think, are a part of several different, communities and groups and stuff like that. And you see it, and you always wonder, like, why don't you just get rid of those people, that do that? But I think that for so many, they rather be popular, right? Rather have the numbers, keep the numbers, than to weed out those folks, because that if you allow it to fester, it'll destroy a community,
Yeah, 100%.
Well, all right, some easier questions are coming. The last two are pretty easy.
Okay.
So, I don't know. This one could be a little hard. What are your top 5 game franchises?
Ooh, top 5. Okay.
And we do franchises, but you can say a game if it's a specific game, but you can say a franchise.
I mean, I think Mortal Kombat's a given.
All right, yeah.
I love Mortal Kombat. What else? Uncharted. I absolutely love the Uncharted franchise. It is so good. All 4 games are amazing. I need 3 more.
Yep.
What else do I play? Tomb Raider. I completely forgot about that one. I love Tomb Raider as well. I mean, I guess for the same reasons that I love Uncharted.
Right. Makes sense.
So that's 3. God, I'm showing my lack of gaming knowledge here, because I play games, I talk about games, but then it's like, oh, what are your favorite games? And then I blank. I guess Overwatch. I played that for a long time. I know that's not really a franchise, but I played that.
Right. So that's what I'm gonna ask you next. Was have you seen any of the latest footage?
No, I'm staying away from it because I want to give myself a bit of a surprise when Overwatch 2 comes out.
Makes sense.
I feel like I feel like a lot of these previews and trailers and all that now give too much away, and then you just kind of
true.
I agree.
It's like movies as well.
But I do need to see gameplay, so I mean, I can't say, but I need to see what the game looks like.
I'm gonna imagine it's just like Overwatch 1, just better. Hopefully.
Let's hope so. Right? We're hoping.
And then the last one would be, I don't know. I mean, I really enjoy all the PlayStation exclusives. So they're not really, I can't really give you any one specific game because I love them all. Like God of War is amazing, Horizon was amazing, Spider-Man was amazing. It's just that caliber of games that PlayStation exclusives are. They're just so good. And I'm saying that as an Xbox girl.
I was about to pull your card too. I was like, yo, wait.
I'm like, look,
where's Halo?
Teetering.
Where's
Gears?
Gears?
On the edge.
I mean, to be fair, I got into Xbox really late, and so I didn't really start off, with Halo and Gears of War and all those kinds of games. So that nostalgia and those really deep, ingrained gaming focus on those titles isn't there. I came in late with those kinds of games. So for me, it's like, I've just played all these PlayStation games, and now I'm coming into like Halo and Gears of War, and they're good, but I don't have that nostalgia as well to kind of boost that love for it.
I'm in the same boat. I mean, they like are like, you haven't played this, and I'm like,
like she had never played Mass Effect. She never played Mass Effect.
Yeah, I mean, I had PlayStation primarily, and up until I want to say like the end of the 360 gen. I mean, I had Xbox, but it wasn't like, that wasn't my primary console. So it wasn't until later that this thing back here is my primary console. So.
Yeah, I was the same, to be honest. I mean, like I was saying earlier, I grew up in Malaysia where everything was just not real. Like my PlayStation took cartridges. So that's the kind of the way I grew up was, you know, my Game Boy, for example, like I'd have a cartridge that had like 500 games on it, which I thought was real until I moved to New Zealand, and my partner was like, no, one game per cartridge.
Yeah, right. That's awesome though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome for me because it was more games for a cheaper cost.
Right.
But yeah, I grew up in a very interesting space until I moved to New Zealand, and then I got to know about Xbox, and Xbox One was my first proper legitimate console.
I was gonna say, so you have one more.
Yeah. Oh, I have one more.
It's like
I'm keeping count.
I have one more.
Sorry.
Hold on, let me think. What did I play lots of? God. I played, because I review games as well, like I'm always playing so many games, but I don't finish them. So it's like, how do I classify it as my favorite if I don't finish them?
Interesting. I'm learning so much right now. I'm learning so much.
I know. You look at me and you're like, oh yeah, she plays games. Oh, she probably finished all these games, and she's probably played all the Halos and all of that. And it's like, nope.
I guess for me, because when you said you do all these reviews but you don't finish the game, I have this fundamental belief that reviewers should finish the game, because sometimes the middle, like in the climax and the ending, are kind of what make the game, like the totality of the story. And so I kind of like side out a little bit, you know, and people don't finish the game when they're after to review it. I understand writing a preview, not a full review. To me, a full review requires completing the game. But I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much how I write my reviews. It's more of a preview, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's more of a, here's what this game's about. Can beginners play it? Yes or no? And then that's pretty much how I write my games, because there's no way I'm going to be able to finish everything with how my work life is. Yeah. And then to really write that full review, that's why I leave it to the big dogs, you know, let them do the full review.
No, I get it. I get it. You know, it's no shade. Just
just putting it out there, just in case you want to read my review. It's like, don't expect a full review. I feel like I need to put a disclaimer on my website now. It's just so you know.
You still ain't got that fifth game.
Right. You still have
I'm still trying to think of all, like, it's favorite as well, right? Top 5.
Top 5.
Zelda.
Mario.
Metroid.
God.
Metroid.
Okay, I can say it this way. It's none of the Nintendo games.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't see the Nintendo games as being my top 5. I like playing them. I played Animal Crossing for like, God knows, 200 hours or something like that. But I wouldn't classify it as my top 5. I'd say top 5, the last one would have to be, I think I'll go with House of the Dead, because I really love that game.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's, I don't know if you guys have it as an arcade cabinet, game, or if it was, you know, like me, it was a PC game. But yeah, I really love that game, and I think there's gonna be a remake out soon, either later this year.
Yep.
So I can't wait for that one. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It took me a while to get
the
there.
Graphics and everything, like it's kind of fresh coat of paint. You know, the controller is gonna be like tighter, so
I hope so. I hope it comes out on all platforms. I think currently it's just going to come out on the Switch. But how do you play a game like that on the Switch? You know, with the Joy-Cons drifting constantly.
Yeah.
Well, okay, there we go. My top 5.
All right. We got your top 5. All right, and then the last question is, what's your favorite food? We're big foodies, so we always have to talk about, you know, what's your favorite food, and if you can't think of an individual dish, you can say, you know, like a genre,
like cuisine.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, favorite food changes every year because I discover something new, and I'm like, oh, actually, I love this one.
Right.
Yeah.
So it started off as pizza. I absolutely love pizza.
Okay.
And then I discovered sushi. And it's very different, but I love sushi.
Yep.
And now that I'm in Australia and I'm in Melbourne, which is like the food capital of Australia,
okay,
I've discovered the most dangerous food that is now my favorite food, and that's dumplings.
Oh.
The Chinese dumplings here are just so good.
Oh my God, yeah.
And you can eat them all year round, in summer and winter, and they're just amazing. So I'd say dumplings is my current favorite.
Yeah.
I could just eat them all day and not get sick.
Yeah, it's so I don't know, you guys might have one there, because I think this is like a global place, but Din Tai Fung is a place that they I guess the family is from China, and they have a restaurant there, and then they started, you know, bringing them to different places. I know that there's one in Seattle, one in New York, one in LA, and they're supposed to be, you know, scattered across the globe, but my daughter loves that place. I mean, you'll go and get just, you know, we have just a bunch of the steam baskets piled up at the table, you know. So, yeah, I love dumplings. I can't wait to get up to DC to see what the scene is up there, as I live close to Washington, DC, so I'm trying to look,
nice.
That we were just talking about getting dumplings. Don't look at me like that, Delilah.
Well, see, no, I'm laughing at Chareece's gameplay. She drove her little thing all the way up into. You'll have to see
showing in the background.
Yeah,
okay.
It's funny. Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. My bad.
All right.
Sorry. I got a lot going on over here.
For dumplings.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't like dumplings, but all right. It's all right, Delilah.
I like dumplings. I like those soup dumplings. You know, all of pork, beef. Like, I like all of them. Yeah. I like dumplings. Come on.
But can you guys eat spicy though? Like how spicy can you handle your dumplings?
We ain't got no problem over here.
Yes,
okay, good.
No problem.
I don't know us. I don't know about Chareece. You know.
Yeah, Chareece.
Like spicy. Look at her. Look at her.
Look.
See you. We can see you.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Do you?
Do you?
Yes. Yes. Not
But
on
would you
like
eat dumplings.
Yes, I would if somebody right here would cook some for me.
Oh,
Okay.
It sounds like.
Okay.
You sure you want to be on?
I don't live next to her. You're asking
But
me
we
to cook some
planning a
dumplings for
trip
you?
though. But we're planning, so somebody.
So,
better
Boogie,
earn
you gonna make
for
dumplings
me.
for us? You gonna make some dumplings for us?
Look, lift your hands. What's going on there?
Listen. You know I talk with my hands. You know I talk with my hands. So
Like
you
that
gonna see all this.
Yeah. Look, I'm down. You know, you saw I made those crab rangoons. You know,
Yeah.
so I'm down to try anything. I'll cook whatever.
Oh, yeah,
It's
so
cool.
dumplings next week
Yeah.
on stream. Yeah.
No, I would love to have a setup to cook. I don't have a big enough kitchen at the moment, but yeah, I would love to have a setup to cook because I cook like way too often. I don't know if you ever catch my posts, but yeah, I love
Yeah,
to
the
cook.
food posts
Right?
making us all hungry.
I can make it like a little video, just food. But all right, so that was the interview questions. So now we're gonna get into just like news, weekly news stuff. We'll try to get through just like a couple of these topics because we like to keep our show pretty strict to schedule.
Yep.
So, and Diana, if you don't want to stay, you don't have to stay, but we love to have you. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay for a bit.
All right, cool.
I got to
Awesome.
keep up with my news with you guys, letting me know about what's happening in the world. So.
All right. So, last year, I think they started this, was Summer Games Fest. It was either last year or 2 years. But because of the pandemic and stuff, we're doing more of these things virtual. And Summer Games Fest is going to start June 10th. And they have quite a few partners, it looks like, that's going to be working with them this year. I know Xbox is going to be there. I think EA. And this is a Jeff Keighley production.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, see, wait, we can't be on camera and talk about him, because
Right.
y'all gonna see the facial expression.
Man, look, it is what it is. It is what
Yeah.
it is. They got
But-
Epic, Gearbox,
Yep, there you go.
Hi-Res,
Thank you.
Knock Media, Xbox, Sega, Riot Games, Raw, Fury. Ooh, there's a lot of people.
Yeah,
Trivesta.
PlayStation.
They up in there?
Yeah, PlayStation's here too, which is
Oh, I see
kind
the
of
sign. Okay.
weird because they're not going to be at E3. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do
Show-
some teasers, right? Yeah,
Ooh, well, they action packed.
yeah. Prime Gaming is going to be there, which I don't think we've really seen too much from them. So it'll be exciting to see what.
Wait, wasn't their game canceled though?
I think they had a game canceled, but I don't think that everything.
I thought they only had one game.
I guess not.
Okay.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited because this is. I'm excited. Now I'm getting excited.
Right?
Now I'm getting the
I
rhythm.
feel
Like,
E3 ready, right? I know, 'cause
Yeah.
it's so weird because we would typically be like,
getting ready.
yeah,
Go.
getting ready to like go.
Getting ready.
Yeah.
We would have been like, this would have been last filling Airbnb plans and going to get your outfits for the convention floor and stuff like that. So it's kind of like bittersweet for me on that part. So I hope that these presentations that they do have on Summer Game Fest be on point. I hope that they servers can handle the chat.
Right.
And don't be the game, don't be the presentation that you get Z's in the chat.
Yeah, I
Or
think that
next in the chat. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think that at this point in the pandemic, I don't know. I don't want to keep seeing, like you said, the servers having issues and stuff. I feel like we know that everyone's gonna be online watching you, so like have that stuff ready. So we need to see a little production. Anybody else agree?
I agree.
Anybody else have?
Sorry. I did have something to add though, but
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, we saw last year, like they did a good job as far as the production. So hopefully with this, they will, it'll be set up well as also. I mean, cause I think everything kick off like June 10th
Mhm.
and then it just kind of goes until like the last thing they have scheduled is July 22nd. And I mean, I think that's good, but it's kind of like a drip feed. I know we talked about this before on previous show. That drip feed was good, but it was kind of like spread out a little bit thin, and so
Right.
I'm kind of glad that I think it's the ESA, that the E3 people, the people who run E3 ESA, since they're having their they're planning everything. I'm just hoping that this doesn't conflict too much with what ESA is doing. But I like the fact that when you look at like who's the partners who's going to be at the Summer Game Fest, that it's pretty much everybody. I mean, I don't see a name on here that like I don't recognize. So it should be a lot of fun to kind of see what they show at these. But it's crazy. I don't know we just don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, are they gonna just show their big stuff at the
Right.
E3, and then this is gonna be like a bunch of small like indie AA? Yeah.
I feel like
Teasers.
this is like a pre-E3,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know. Like,
Well, okay. Well, because I know E3, the dates for E3 was, I think June 12th to the 14th was the actual dates.
Right.
And man, it's so, every time I think about it, I get a little bit sad because, they had the press conferences typically before the show would kick off, which was the June 10th that they start with, which is the same day as the Summer Game Fest. So that's what I'm saying. Like, are they going to show some of the same stuff?
right.
So, I mean, we'll see.
All right. So one of the other topics I wanted to make sure we talked about why Diana's here is there was a survey that came out that said that 59% of women hide their gender to avoid harassment while playing online gaming. It also talked about 80% of women gamers are happy with the representation of women characters in AAA titles, with 91% happy with the depictions of women in indie titles. Now, this survey was just of 900 women, varying from the US, Germany, and China. And they, also asked them some. Sorry, what were you about to say?
None.
Okay, sorry. They also just asked them some specifics, about why they, would portray, not be women, and they were just like, we try to hide it so people don't flirt with us, send us stuff, send messages. We really don't want pictures.
Correct.
For those of you in the back.
Way in the back.
Way in the back. Pass the word if you didn't hear. So, yeah. I don't know. What did you guys take a look at the article? What was your point of view? Do you typically play as a female or do you play as a male?
They can't even do females right, like character customization in video games as it is. Some games, like, it don't matter to me if I'm a male or a female. As long as they hear my voice, then it's something different. Right. Because sometimes there's males that, men that likes to, and they'll prefer to use a female character in games, which is not a problem with it. And when it seems like when I don't say nothing, it really don't matter. I'm sorry, my light has not been the best of me today. It's not important when it comes to like being on that even playing field of online gaming. Sure. But as soon as I open up my mouth, where we dropping voice, oh, somebody go get the adjective. Oh, that's when the bombardment comes in. That's is like, oh, you're a female. Oh, and then you get either the over flirtatious of it all, and I don't even know you, or you get the ultimate disrespect. And don't let them think, oh, you black, oh, you're a black girl, or you're a black woman, or then you get a whole nother level of bull. And so this list right here, they ain't even talking. They've been talking to the people they want to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Yeah, go ahead, Diana.
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree with everything Lady just said, because I was reading that article last night and I was like, wait, hold on, I don't feel like this is not right. I don't feel comfortable with the way females are being portrayed. I mean, firstly, like someone said in chat, they can't even do black hairstyles correctly, right?
Yeah.
They can't do Indians correctly either, and it's like, okay.
I mean, because really, when you think about it, how many Indian characters do you even see?
Barely any.
Right.
Barely any. And there's like 1 billion Indian gamers.
I know, right? And how many are making the games?
I know.
And you don't see them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting that they went to, the States, Germany, and China. I mean, there are other countries in the world.
Yeah, and it's only 900 women. It's
small
really
sample.
It's a very small sample. So I felt the same way when I saw the article. I was just like, you guys are putting this out as if it's canon, and I feel like you like barely scratched the surface of like who you could ask. Because like we're saying, I don't feel like that. I feel like they're definitely trying more to put females in, but it still feels like an afterthought. Like when I play Assassin's Creed, the latest one, right? One of the huge things was, oh, there's a female character and you get to play as her. The story is not made for a woman. The story is definitely made for a man. And so if you're playing the woman, you are basically playing as a lesbian, which is fine, but market it as such. Don't market it as you get to be a female character, because none of your choices are different because you're a female. None of your romance characters are different because you're a female. So I don't know that. In even Cyberpunk, they had a big issue. Like you're a woman, but I just felt like
you're a woman, but it's not. It's like they just changed the character model. They didn't really do
that part. Yeah.
Like you just put a woman in here to say we have a woman character now. So yeah.
Mm.
And then I
Yeah.
think it's kind of shocking that you see, even out of these women, that 77% of the women say that they had experienced gender-specific discrimination. So even though this is a small subset of women, 77% of the 900 women have experienced that. You know,
And it's
so I
probably
think
higher
that's
than that. Imagine
Right.
people who just didn't want to say that or didn't want to put that like, yeah, I'm
Right.
not gonna put
Or
that
are
down.
immune to it, Delilah.
Right.
Remember
Yes.
that happens too. That you know they experience it so much that it's just like whatever. You know.
Like they don't care. Yeah, they don't care anymore. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really down with that survey. I don't know where they got it from. I need data. I need data.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Like-
to reach
like-
out
like,
to them.
I-
Tell them you,
I like-
you need to
I
do
like-
a better sample. I'm sure you'll get volunteers if you go on Twitter.
Sure. By far.
Yeah.
They definitely need a larger pool of people, and definitely a more diverse pool of people too. Because it almost seemed like the survey was targeted. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we're only looking at this, and then you know, you're not really getting the full scope of the crux of the problem. I mean, yeah. It frustrates me so much that like I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to go that deep into it. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was funny. And then that one of their headlines was to say that, you know, women are satisfied with the portrayal. I was just like, you know, you kind of,
No, we're not. No, we're
For
not.
real?
I don't know. I don't know, sir.
Actually, to
Now,
say that was a man, right, who wrote the article?
Yes. I was gonna say that. Yeah.
That was next, right?
Yeah. It's a gentleman that wrote the article.
I'm sorry, Brandon, but I
Right.
yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like a woman should have wrote this article to have her perspective on this.
Right.
I
One
would
thing-
understand. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say one thing I was gonna mention too is that I do think I would say in the last 10 years we have saw more games with women protagonists, you know, because if you think about like what Gears and then you know, like you said earlier, Battlefield, Tomb Raider, the Last of Us, the spin-offs they did with with the two female protagonists, having them in when you could create a character and stuff like that. So I think in the last 10 years it has gotten a lot better. But as far as like the discrimination and the things that we still experience online is super prevalent. Even like I feel like nothing's changed there. So because people can still hide behind it's that whole being anonymous and not having accountability for what you do virtually. I think it's a hard problem to solve, and I don't know if they'll ever, solve it. So,
well, on to a lighter note. Now that we've, gotten to that deep topic, something a little lighter was that we got a little bit more information on Psychonauts too. And I don't know if you guys saw, but Double Fine even tweeted out, that it's coming this year. So we have that, that's something to look forward to. But I have to say, when I was watching the footage, I just was like, the world looks so crisp.
Yeah,
Like,
you can tell they've been working, polishing that sucker. Yeah, it's good.
I was surprised. I'm like, dude, this looks so good. So, the girls, they like to get on me. I'm very much.
I'm not going back.
Well, yeah, I'm not going back.
She needs that new
back to play.
She need new or nothing.
Yeah, and I'm very much, a graphics whore, whatever you want to call it. Like, I need my graphics.
That's right.
Point.
It's okay.
So,
at least you
you're laughing at me, Sharice, but it's true.
At least you know what it is.
Right. So I was pleasantly surprised by the way it looked and the mechanics of the game. So they talked about some of the mechanics that are going to be in the game, the different powers that you have and stuff. So I was really intrigued. It wasn't a game that was on my radar, really. I mean, I knew it was coming out. I knew it was Xbox, but I wasn't really interested. But I'm interested now. What did you ladies think? Did anybody take a look?
Yo, I'm a noob. I don't know nothing about this game.
Aww.
Yeah, this is Delilah's territory here.
Well, I'm replaying through the first game, and so it's on Game Pass. So if you haven't played the first game, check it out. It has all the nice little updates that they've been doing for their pack games. So your FPS boost, your HDR, It looks good, you know. So it got some newness to it, Boogie.
You
But
got
it's a lot of
in
fun.
there?
It's what's so cool about Psychonauts is the fact that the gameplay, the platforming and gameplay experience for that time was super, like, it tried to do things different because you already had your Marios, you already had your other like platforming, you know, prominent platforming games, and so it tried to do things different. You know, you literally was playing like a Psychonaut that could use playing people's minds, and so it was kind of cool. I don't want to spoil it because it's really good, and also the game, the new one that's coming out, takes place days after a few days after the first game, so it's a continuation.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, so but check it out. It's on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, pick it up. Definitely, it's a quick playthrough too. It takes about 12 hours.
I might dibble 12, 13 hours. I might dibble dabble.
Yeah. It's not that long. It's not that long.
This is an Xbox game.
Yeah, they published it back in the
360.
Xbox.
OG,
OG.
right?
Yes.
Man.
Wow.
All right.
It's good though. It's a very good game.
Yeah.
Very good writing, and you know it's made by Tim Schafer. So I mean, he does. He also did like Brutal Legend, and you know it was made by Double Fine. They do a lot of good storytelling based games. They back in the day did like a point and click adventure games too. All that's on Game Pass, but definitely go check this game out. It's a lot of fun. A lot of action. You know, so it's not like you don't just sitting around waiting for stuff to happen. It's really fun. Check it out. Old school for real.
All right. So we've had this in the news, I think, for the last couple of weeks, but you know, the Apple versus Epic saga continues. the legal battle. I mean, yo, this is some juice that we get
drama.
From this legal battle, right? Like,
tea over there.
Said my juice.
Right.
The juice.
The juice.
But yeah, so I put an article in the chat for us to discuss, and it's not in the entirety, but mainly, you know, some of the new information we found out so far, which I think that we knew before that Xbox doesn't make a profit on their consoles. So if you guys think that Xbox is marking up the, you know, consoles to get some extra off the top from you guys, apparently not. They're not making money. But one of the other big things I thought was cool, because I think we speculated about this quite often, is that Xbox approached Nintendo about putting Game Pass on the Nintendo Switch, which, I don't know, I think that would be good for everyone, right? And I don't know what that would entail, if it would also include xCloud or whatever, but I don't know, we can discuss, or if there's anything else you saw in the article that you thought was interesting that they found out.
I just know that it shouldn't even get to this far. They should have like settled with some mediators or something, and for them to be like having all these documentations and litigations and opening statements, and it just tells you how fascinating their business actually is behind a game or a series of games,
right?
Or a series of games. I'm waiting for the telenovela, because I'm gonna be honest with you, as much as I want to read up on this and get the, you know, day by day details and stuff, I got a lot of stuff to do. You know what I mean? And I rather read
the Cliff Notes.
I'll get the Cliff Notes, or you give me a 30-minute like recap of what's going on, because these is big pockets problem, big people pockets problems, and I don't have pockets. So I feel like, you know, it's good to, you know, dibble dabble and learn what's going on, but I'm not going to be like day by day, I got to see what the hell is going on with Apple and Epic. Knowing, you know, what I might say or how I feel about it, it's not going to really change anything. But y'all just need to know that, you know, there's a lot of like working mechanisms when it comes to like launching a game, maintaining a game, what comes to the game, and like business sense of what's going on in the game when it comes to dollar and cents.
Yeah, I think the biggest part for me, the reason why it's interesting to me, is like the things that are being revealed. Like, I know I talked about the Nintendo thing, but like Epic offered Sony $200 million for them to start putting their exclusives on the Epic store, and Sony was like, no. Like, wow. To me, that's crazy. Like, that we find that type of information out. Like you said, it's opening a door, I think, or a window into what happens in the background that we don't
secrecy.
get to see.
Yeah.
Right. But did anybody else have anything they wanted to say?
I do. I think it's if Game Pass was to come to the Switch, I hope it would make Nintendo's online services so much better. Like, there would have to be a condition for Game Pass to be on there.
Right.
The Nintendo Switch would have to improve their online network, because you don't even have party chat right now.
Right. Well, you
Like,
do. Through your phone.
You do.
Yeah.
Gotta hook it up.
Yeah, Astro even has a special dongle
You stupid.
just for it to go
No.
one to your phone, and one to your Switch.
No, I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
girl.
Because even
Yeah,
when
I
we play,
know.
Sharice with the audio issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
because
I get smoke signals before we do that.
so no, even when we have game night, we play Mario Kart. We use Discord. So
Right.
Yeah.
you know, I guess they like we cool with that.
Right?
Yo, I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that. I don't, because not everybody don't want to be on. Everybody don't want to hook up their little app.
That's true. You have to be in two places.
wanna
Like you have to
play.
be PC has to be on, or you have to have your phone on Discord, or you have
Exactly.
to have two things in order for it to work. So I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're
So
still using
if
a
Game
separate
Pass was
device.
to go, no, it would have Nintendo has to up its online game. That shit is trash right now.
All right. Well, we'll keep going. I think if you guys have questions, you can get your questions ready, and we'll just talk about a few tidbits. So, like, there's been confirmations that Netflix is going to be entering the gaming circle. So, I mean, get ready for another player on the battlegrounds, which I've said that, you know, I'm happy because that just means one more player to push the envelope, right?
You said Netflix?
Mm-hmm. Netflix.
You know they got the infrastructure.
Oh yeah,
They got money.
Their streaming infrastructure now is like the model, right? Most people don't even know that. You know those boxes at the end of your street. You know, Netflix will basically have certain movies, popular movies in your area, will already be there, so that when you request them, it's easier for you to stream them.
Okay.
That's gonna
People
be
don't-
tough.
most people- yeah, like
It's gonna be.
go ahead.
It's gonna be tough because everybody already got Netflix, so that's gonna make it very interesting.
Right. Like you're already
Okay.
you're already plugged in. And could you imagine if it was just like another, $2? Get $2 bump.
You get to play. You get to play such and such.
It depends what the games is, though.
That's it.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what it's gonna do. It's got to be.
And what
the
type of
game.
catalog they're gonna have? Is
Right.
it gonna be like Apple TV where it's more of like an arcade type, genre that's
Or it's
coming
going to be
out?
games based on the shows that they present on
And
the
see,
platform.
they in a way they're backwards though. They already have the TV shows based off of the video games with Castlevania and The Witcher.
Mhm.
So what shows do they have that they can actually turn into a
Games.
video game?
Ooh.
Yeah, tons of like now.
They already did with
new
Stranger
content.
Things.
Right. Well, yeah, Stranger Things has a few little video games, like platformers, typically is what I've seen. But I don't know. They have quite a few, original titles they can pull from.
Yeah, but
If they have a what you call those things, a pick your own adventure type game.
Yes.
all
now
the
see,
live
I-
actions, those are
Yeah,
good.
I would love that.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, remember
Yeah.
that game we all played that was on Game Pass?
Something night. Was it? I can't think of it now.
Night Shift.
Night shift. That's
Shift,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
If
so
they had
good.
games like that, I'd be in it, especially if
Yeah.
you get some big time stars in there.
Mhm.
Man.
So just to make it clear for the chat and for anybody else who's listening, Night Shift is a game where you can it's like you're watching a movie, but you get to make the decisions for the next scene or for what happens in the story in real time. So it's pretty dope.
And there's like 13 different endings, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
Maybe
pretty
you want to
cool.
go play low key.
right.
it's good. They got a couple others too that I haven't gotten into yet, but yeah.
And then the next one is Bungie has finally confirmed that Ikora's voice is no longer Gina Torres. So
I don't like it.
yeah, I don't like it either. I think she has such an iconic voice.
She does.
I can tell the inflections are not her. Although this girl is pretty close. You can tell they went to find somebody that was like
close to her as possible.
Yeah, as close
No,
to her
wait,
as
wait. The
possible.
only way we're gonna know if she's close is that we can hear her get mad. She has to get pissed and yell at Zavala and or us, and then we will know if it's spot on.
Yeah.
See, I'm not that invested, so whatever.
Damn.
I'm just saying. You know, it's I mean, I don't know the lore. I don't know any of that stuff. I just play the game.
Right? I swear Delilah be like just getting through the story. Like
I like she don't even pay attention. She just like,
I
hey,
don't.
this is gonna make me higher.
No.
Yo, Delilah, you ain't the only one, girl. We just shooting up.
Thank you, lady. Thank you.
I'm not. Yo.
Thank you. Exactly. I don't care. Just get my rank up. Am I on power with my power level? Okay, let's get it.
Level up and my guns be on point. Yo. So when
what is the
like,
purpose?
Like who
of getting
died?
light up, though?
It's like
yeah.
who died? So
I know.
what? Okay.
It's like, come on, pass this.
He's skipping all that mess.
I like watching the cutscenes. Now don't get it twisted. I love it because the art, the art is beautiful and the explosions and stuff. But I don't care. I don't know their name.
Oh wow!
Oh my God! So see, just for Delilah, I'm gonna have to do another lore update in our Destiny chat.
You think I'm gonna read? Do you really think I'm gonna read it though? Think about that. No.
Give her a movie. Give her the movie.
I know you're gonna have to.
There you go. Send me the video. I'll watch it. That's it. All cutscenes though. Don't give me no text to read. Just give me the video. Make the movie.
Destiny is bad with that. Like they are not the game for you, Delilah, because like so much of their lore is like you need to find it.
Oh yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
read it.
Oh yeah. I remember that from a couple seasons ago. Yeah, I was like, man, what is this? I got
That's when I really had to drop the info in the chat because it was really putting everything off screen.
Yeah.
So it looks like, I know the ladies, they don't care about this, but Hocus Pocus is gonna have number 2. It's been confirmed.
Who said we didn't care?
I know, I care.
I don't know if you guys didn't care.
I'm looking forward to it. That's a classic.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's the newer generation that don't understand about Hocus Pocus. Now let us have that. Let us have it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
They got everybody back.
They should, as they should.
So that I'm super excited about that. They confirmed it on Twitter. Bette Miller, everybody. They're like, it's gonna be on Disney Plus too. I'm telling you, Disney is.
Is it Premiere?
Yeah, Disney is on it.
Pay me.
Is it on Premiere Access?
I don't know if it's gonna be Premiere or if it's just gonna be regular. They just said Disney Plus. They didn't say Premiere Access. So.
Okay, that's good news for me. Because I'm not. I if I gotta spend a 30 and get popcorn, GWG, then
yo, I would. You know I would. We can do it. If it is, we'll do it and stream it in Discord.
Oh, really?
Yes, we should do that. Yeah, watch party. Let's go. I'm with it.
And then we have a new series. So if you've been following all the Marvel series, they have a new animated series called MODOK, which is about MODOK, and it's kind of, I think it's stop animation is the way.
Oh, really? Stop motion? Stop motion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's stop motion, but it's on Hulu, which is still Disney's subsidiary, so it's still there. But I don't know. I watched one episode, and I don't know how I feel yet.
Was it the pilot? Like, was the first episode? Like, you just
it's the very first episode. Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't feeling WandaVision, so I mean, I'm not gonna judge it on that.
Right. So I'm like, I need to watch another one. Yeah. But it has a ton of actors, big name actors that are playing the voices and whatnot. But I'm still trying to figure out if this is supposed to be funny or not. Or
I saw the ad on Twitter.
Saw the ad.
Yeah. I want to. That's. It looked promising.
She saw the ad, y'all.
Y'all don't judge me.
All right, go ahead.
It's promising. I'll try it out. I'll take a look at it.
All right. What you, Delilah or CHAREECE? You guys want to watch it?
I'm gonna try the first episode.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I'll give it that.
Yeah. I'm all caught up on my shows. Well, I still got like maybe 3 or so, but I think I'm caught up enough to be able to take on something new.
CHAREECE, I saw that face you just gave me, girl. I ain't gonna hold you, but I saw that. We got face cams now, so it's a little delay. I see your I see her.
I keep forgetting. Okay, hold on.
You're on camera, ma'am.
Right. What about you, Diana? Are you gonna watch it?
I don't know how I feel about it. I saw the trailer and I don't know. As a Marvel fan, it's like I don't know.
I know. It was just like, we're like looking for some caliber now after, WandaVision and
I don't think it's made for adults though. I thought it's more for children. That's what I thought.
I don't think so. I don't think so. When you watch it, I don't think it's a children's show.
It looks like a Rick and Morty kind of style of story, perhaps.
Right. For sure. It's like that. But I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird. He's weird. He's a weird character as well.
Right. So I'm still like, this is a little too weird for me. But I'm gonna try to watch another episode and see how I feel, because I don't want to get, like you said, I don't want to give it the cold shoulder. But see, for WandaVision, I was on board before it even started. So
yeah, because of the actors. Was it mostly because of the actors and just that story, or?
It was because of the story, because when I heard that it was coming out, I went and did some research. So I watched some videos of people talking about like House of M and stuff like that, and the characters of like Wanda and Vision, which I wasn't really privy to before. So I got pretty interested after that because I thought their story arc is pretty cool. And then the last one is that there's a new movie on Netflix. If you guys haven't seen it, pop up on your feed. It's a Zack Snyder flick. It's called Army of the Dead. It has Dave Bautista in it, who I think is one of the bigger names there. But it's a zombie flick. Yeah, Army of the Dead. It's a zombie flick, and it's basically like they're in Vegas and they're trying to rob a bank, but there's also zombies.
That's a good. I'm gonna watch that. Yeah. Be honest. Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Yeah, it looked good.
The trailer was nice. The trailer was very nice.
Not the ad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And I'm all
here. I was trying to be good.
I'm not. You know what? I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I like a good old zombie movie, and they got money.
Know, right?
I need to know who's gonna come out with the money, and I need to know who they're gonna double cross, because I feel a double cross somewhere is happening in that movie.
You know it's
Always,
coming.
Right?
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the zombies are quick moving too, so that'll be interesting. They're supposed to be like somewhat cognizant, like they're supposed to be, different levels of zombies and stuff. So it'll be interesting. I give Zack Snyder all his props now.
Yeah, good job with that. What was it?
All right. So those are all our topics. If you guys want to get like a couple of questions, I wouldn't do more than like 2 or 3.
All right, I got you. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh,
gotta take your glasses off.
Yeah. The question is right. The question is, when will GWG do another achievement contest for the month?
Oh,
wait. Say who said that. You gotta ask. Who said
that? Who said that?
2725 said it.
Man, come on.
Right.
So first of all, I don't like that question.
I'm just saying. So I'm gonna answer.
It's not in the immediate future, CHAREECE.
Why not?
I don't know if y'all decide to do what I'm doing. I'm down.
Man, it gotta be a prize for me to move. I'm not going through that anymore. It gotta be a prize pot worth to move.
Right.
And then you got people that want to be offline and they want to play games.
I was just about to say that.
I know, right? Who was stealth playing? Who did that? who?
The owl?
Which one?
Yeah.
Watching other people achieve.
All of a sudden, we don't hear from Delilah for like a week.
And then her score is like up 10 racks.
Yeah, all of a sudden she'll come online and her score is like way higher.
She's like, who did that?
That's
Who did that?
just putting in work.
That's
Okay, I
it.
was putting in work. And that's
Oh my
it.
God.
No distractions.
Jeez.
No distractions. Putting in work. Okay,
All right.
that's what
Next
you call
question.
that. That's what you call
tell
that.
CHAREECE if he's supplying the pot, we will get one started.
His pot is
okay?
my pot. We ain't going there.
I'm looking for another question. Oh, I got one from Stitch. Question: how do you feel about Bungie reusing old content with the new mechanics?
I'm tired of it.
I'm not necessarily mad at it because again, I didn't play Vault of Glass on Destiny 1.
Oh, you didn't? So see, it's not.
But
all of it's new for you then.
yes, it is, and might not still play it. But I am tired of them reusing the Infinite Forest for all of their seasonal activities.
Yeah,
Right.
Like
I don't even
if
play.
you watch
I
the
don't,
gameplay, yeah, that's basically the Infinite Forest. That technically Mercury has been disappeared. So why are we still using the same mechanics? So that part I'm kind of upset about.
Yeah, I feel like they're like at the point in Destiny where they're just trying to squeeze every little ounce out of Destiny, you know? And I'm gonna need you guys to stop giving me the same stuff to do, wrapped in a different wrapping paper, you know?
Like
And it's so obvious. They just make it too obvious that they're just copying him.
Right.
I don't even want to say it on camera, but you know what? Yeah, they make it too obvious.
All right.
All right. I have one more
One more?
question.
All right.
Before that's our last question. Will there be a PS5 Pro soon? Question mark.
Yes.
I think so.
Maybe.
I think we already, they already said it.
I think we talked about last week a little bit. But
Yeah. Yeah, it
This
is.
is being petty.
But it's
Right.
not the
You
point.
know
If
he is.
they're doing a PS5 Pro, it's gonna be harder to get than the actual PS5. So
No, wouldn't it be crazy that if it came out and at that time, we're good to go, like we're finally good to go, and we like have them, they're not scarce anymore.
yeah, that would be off. That would be something else. It'd be like
Because I would be pissed if I was a
Early
base
adopter.
PS5. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. It's all hearsay though, right? This is still just kind of
This is
speculative
hearsay.
stuff.
This is
Yeah,
hearsay.
okay.
You know, people say hearsay, take hearsay and run with it, try to make it legit. So,
Yeah.
but look, I just want to try to get one. That's it. That's all I want to get is try to get one, and it's still really hard to get it between the bots and the scalpers. That's it. I don't think I have any more questions.
okay.
There was one at the very top if you want. If we got time for it.
Oh,
Which one?
Hold on.
early on. I think it was from Under Zinc, huh?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was. It other things. It was somebody
thought
else.
it
Oh,
was.
Ranting Geek Greek Gamer.
Yeah.
When we was talking about our discussion on female representation. Ladies, do you believe that all the female characters in The Last of Us Part 2 were well made? He says he really liked them.
Okay.
And Last of Us 2.
And The Last of Us 2.
And Last of Us
Artistically,
2.
yes.
Artistically,
their story?
definitely.
But their story, their writing,
Right.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, because they had in Last of Us 2, they had after watching the movie, let's be clear, I didn't play the game, but after watching the movie, they had. Why you laugh, Boogie? You threw me off.
Sorry. Oh man.
I gotta always put that disclaimer because I want to make it clear that I didn't play the game.
Right.
But it's like they had a lot of representation there, from pregnant women to like different, they did a lot. So I'm not gonna, I think it was Last of Us. They had a really good mix of diverse.
Yeah, but they had me at the pregnant lady trying to go on that mission.
Yeah, what was that about?
I
That
don't
was
know.
crazy.
I guess because her baby daddy was on the truck with her. I
Yeah.
guess she wanted to come.
She's like, I'm going with him.
I'm coming too. I'm about to pop. But
It sounds slow.
Oh my god.
that mission was unrealistic. Ain't no way.
Yeah, she
that
should have
you
stayed.
supposed
She
to-
should have stayed. Yeah.
But
I
you
shook
know
my
what
head when
happened?
she went. Yeah.
Her man was in the truck with Abby.
Spoiler alert, y'all.
I don't
Y'all
care.
know.
I don't care.
Clearly.
Yeah, it's
Her
been
baby
a long
daddy
time.
was-
I mean, come
Her
on.
baby daddy was stuck in the truck with Abby, and the dude's girlfriend had to jump in. Ain't no way me at 8 months I'm finna do nothing with no clickers or nothing.
Right.
I would
Facts.
have been
Right?
on base trying to have
Mhm.
this baby, but she wanted to do that. So,
Yeah. That was wild.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We will go ahead and start with our outros then, and we'll start with our guests. Diana, you just tell everybody where they can find you, and yeah, that's it pretty much.
Sure. I mean, I pretty much live on Twitter, so if you want to find me and get an answer from me, Twitter is probably the best place. Otherwise, I am back streaming on Twitch, so you can find me on Attack on Geek.
Awesome.
And my partner and I both share that channel, so if you see a dude there, it's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Delilah, you want to go?
Yeah, so you all know you can follow me on Twitter, the Delilah_HD, and I'll check you all out next Saturday. And thank you for rocking out with us. We appreciate it. So, yeah.
All right, and Lady.
Thank you so much, you guys, for coming through. Miss Geek, thank you for coming through and enlightening us with your knowledge. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you for the chat. You guys are always on your best behavior sometimes, not all the time, but this time you guys did. We really appreciate it. You know, you can check me at Lady _ a little bit. Lady _ infamous 415 on Twitch. We gonna stream some next week. You can check me at my side piece on Twitter. You know what it is.
You can stream Biomutant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody else picking that game up, Biomutant?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And they
I
got
pre-ordered it.
Any co-op?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it too. They had it on Newegg for $10 off. I don't know.
Oh, what? Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I'll it seemed like they picked it for me. So, all right. Thank y'all for coming.
All right, CHAREECE.
All right, everybody, it's your girl CHAREECE here. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for our chat, for being awesome. Thank you for our lovely guest. I'm finna go stalk all of her socials now and look in her chat on Twitch, which I really do. If anybody who knows me half the time, everybody make sure to wear your mask properly. Again, we're trying to have a hot girl summer. We got to get through this.
Right?
Yes. But yes, everybody have a good weekend and get those wins in.
All right, and it's LBOOGIE 0208. You guys can find me on Twitter mainly and streaming whenever that happens again. And thank you to our guests. Thank you to everybody who came in. We appreciate you guys coming every weekend to listen to us. And yeah, spread the word. Y'all have a blessed weekend.